Welcome back. Good morning. You're watching Get Serial with Bo and Corals, and joining us is George Ivanoff, telling us about his book, The Gamer's Quest. Gamer's Quest. So winner of the Kronos Award. So I think it's going to be a little bit interesting. By the cover, it's green.
Looks pretty cool, guys.
The cover's green, and it's my favourite colour. So it's already caught me.
He already likes it.
I'm wearing everything green
today.
Yes, well, the book's a science fiction adventure novel, and it's aimed at kids and teens, probably 11 to 15. Mm-hmm. Although I do hope that it has a broader appeal than that. But it's particularly aimed at people who are into computer games. The entire story is set within the multiple worlds of a very elaborate virtual reality computer game.
So like an interactive RPG sort of role-playing game?
If you think of the film Tron, I guess is probably the closest thing I can liken it to, where there are entities within a computer game that have to, fight for their lives, basically. So
you have brought a trailer along, a trailer of the book, which is very cool.
Yes, book trailers are the in thing these days. Everybody has to have one. So I was lucky enough to get a computer animated one done.
Very cool. So we're going to play that one to give you guys a bit of a taste of Gamer's Quest.
In a world where magic and technology meet, danger lurks around every corner. Escape comes in the form of a key to designer's paradise. But when paradise and the world they know are threatened, how far will Tark and Zyra go to save them?
Sweet. So how long did that take you to write?
The book?
The book.
The book took, the initial draft took about 3 to 4 months. Then there was a lot of redrafting where it went back and forward between me and the publisher and the editor. So there was probably another, 4 or 5 months of back and forward over that until we got it to a publishable standard, because, first drafts are always pretty dodgy.
So did they make you change the storyline at all, or is it just sort of building characters?
No, there was a little bit of tweaking here and there, correcting anything that contradicts itself along the way. There was one chapter removed because the publisher read the book and said, that chapter is really boring and nothing happens, so get rid of it, condense it down. So we did that. And when I originally wrote it, I guess I had 13 to 14-year-olds in mind. But when my publisher read it, he said, look, I think this will appeal to 11, as low as 11, so 11-plus market. So, let's just make it a little more age-appropriate and remove a couple of things.
Tweak it,
So stuff like that.
So when you were first writing the book and when you had the vision and all that kind of stuff, is that what has it come out the way you wanted it to?
Yeah, it has. Look, what I set out to do was to write the sort of book that I would have loved reading as a 13, 14-year-old who was really into Space Invaders. Because I grew up in the 80s, just when Space Invaders was out, and I spent way too much time on my Atari in front of the television blasting aliens. So.
Yeah, so having a book like this would have been good, so I guess now
for kids, I mean, in the late 80s you had Gillian Rubinstein's Space Demons series of books that came out, which was about kids who get sucked into a computer game.
Yeah.
Whereas this is entirely set within a computer game. And the two main characters, the thing is that they don't realise that they're in a game at first. So it's,
Well, we don't want to spoil it, but...
I mean, the reader kind of gets the hint fairly quickly, but the characters are...
But you do have a book signing coming up. So.
I do. Book signing coming up on the 17th of July in Dimmicks in Southland, along with a whole bunch of other children's and young adult authors.
Cool.
So, and if you want more information about that, it's on the website, which is gamersquestbook.com.
.com.
Yes.
Excellent.
Well, thanks for coming in. And,
Pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, exactly. I hope you're doing exercises, ready to sign a lot of books.
Oh yeah.
Nothing worse than getting hand cramps.
And I hope it gets the response and the success that it looks amazing, and you've put a lot of work into it.
Thank you.
Good luck.
I
Thank you
might
so
be
much.
buying it.
He's a 14-year-old at heart.
I might regress to like 8 times.
But guys, we are watching Get Serious with Bo and Corals, and we'll be back after this.